So, Dena, what are we going to talk about today?
Let's talk about jury selection.
Interesting topic.
Sure. I think a lot of people don't understand how juries are selected. Here in Florida, the only thing that you have to qualify to serve on a jury is a driver's license.
Amazing.
So when you get on a jury, there are, or you're in a jury pool, because everybody's brought in there together. How do you pick those 6 people that are going to decide your case? So there's a couple things, like we have 3 preemptory strikes per, like if there's only one plaintiff, one defendant, we have 3 strikes where we can, for any reason, take someone off of a jury. Then there are other times where there are people that are clearly kicked off for cause.
Right.
Something so outrageous, I hate lawyers, whatever it is.
Right.
One of those things that would be so outrageous that they wouldn't be on there. But there's several things that can make them disqualified in that regard.
Yeah, certainly if they're not going to be fair, or they express a bias towards or against one party, that's certainly a reason that they can be struck for cause. But when I'm picking a jury, usually I'm looking at, okay, who are the leaders of the panel, who's most likely to kind of end up being the foreperson, because they end up kind of directing the conversation. And so you're really kind of sizing up kind of the leaders versus the followers. They're people who attend, the jury selection process, and they don't really say much, and they don't really want to be there, and they're not going to sway the jury one way or the other. You're really looking for those bigger personalities that are going to kind of advocate their position and seeing how much they are kind of aligned with your case without being biased or showing favoritism.
So is it sort of like what you've seen on TV, like that show? There's a TV show about a person who is a professional jury selector, right? And you see all this stuff on TV about all this background and that kind of stuff. They find out about potential jurors. Is it like that?
I mean, I haven't seen this show. I think it's Poll. I think that
that is
right,
their show.
I've seen like one episode of it. But I mean, I know when you're selecting a jury, oftentimes you get the names right then, and you do a social media search, see if there's anything that's kind of catches your eye, leaning one way or the other. Or, I have jury duty today. I hate my life, or something. So there is that element of it, and then you're really kind of confined to asking questions of the jurors. And soliciting their kind of honest opinions. And that's hard to do in a room full of strangers, and
right.
making sure they feel comfortable. Like, it's okay if you're biased in this case. Their contract case down the road down the hallway might be a better case for you. So it's definitely takes a lot of practice and skill to get good at it. It's something we're always trying to, improve, because the jury decides the case. So it's super important.
I do like jury consultants, though. I use them quite frequently if trying a case, because I can't do all that stuff and ask the questions at the same time.
Interesting.
So I do like using them.
Right. It is a very interesting science, if you will, if you want to call it that, right? It's sort of an art and a science. It's really kind of fascinating.